today's the day. I'm heading off. I'm leaving the Bounder, as you can see, is all packed up behind me, and I'm heading off to my new gig. So I'm going to very remote parts of northern British Columbia, getting flown in by helicopter and setting up expedition camps, which is pretty exciting, I have to admit, and it's in the most stunning part of the world, really, in the mountains, in the wilderness. It's absolutely beautiful. It's near, if you look at my video that I did for when I headed up to the Yukon last summer, it's kind of that area, but this is even more remote. It's remote driving up that way. There's no cell phone coverage. You can drive hours without seeing somebody, but there's not even a road where I'm going. So this is well outside my comfort zone and stuff that I haven't really done before, so yeah, I'm totally nervous, but I do believe in pushing your comfort zones, and that's an amazing way to grow as a person. I guess the bits that I'm kind of nervous about is I'll be doing a very physical job, like essentially we're constructing a camp from the ground up. So they're building pads, and then we're putting up timber frames, and it's going to be pretty rough and rugged, and that's well outside of my comfort zone. I've never had a job where I build stuff before. I've helped decorate restaurants and put down tiles and stuff like that. I do some stuff around the Bounder. I set up solar panels and stuff like that, but I've never really done this before. So it's so yeah, it's pretty exciting. I imagine there's going to be a hell of a lot of wildlife, which is what I'm excited about. I've packed my fishing rod, but you'll see a lot more of it as we go. So yeah, there's a lot of unknowns. I don't know the people that I'm going to be working with. I don't really know the company all that well. There's a lot of skills that I'm going to have to learn, like loading and unloading helicopters. This is all new to me, and pretty cool, really. But I'm hoping to get some fishing in. I'm hoping to see a lot of wildlife and capture a lot of wildlife footage and the scenery, and gain some new skills. And this is all going to be a pretty big adventure for me, so I'm super excited. So stay tuned, and we'll see how we get on. Hey, so that was a long day of traveling. It doesn't really look like that far on a map, but it's pretty far. You can see that I started down here in Vancouver Island, and I made my way to Vancouver, and now I'm up in Smithers, which is still technically northern BC. It's the last outpost, really, for quite a while before you hit proper wilderness where there's no cell phones. And we're talking a huge geographical space. We're talking like California, Oregon, Washington State, Nevada, that kind of massive distance. So yeah, I'm heading up to the far north of British Columbia, and right on the border with the Yukon, and like I said, you can see Alaska is just there on the left, and it's in an area that's called the Golden Triangle. It goes from top part of Yukon down to dips down into northern BC, and that's full of natural resources. So I think, like I said, I don't really know the ins and outs of it, but it's exploration and expedition for geologists who are going and they're drilling core samples, I think, to find out what's in there, see if there's any. Well, there's lots of gold around there. There's lots of natural resources, and I used to spend summers in this area because my grandparents lived up there when I was a kid, and like many years ago, I think in the late 80s and early 90s, in a town that I made a video of on Cassia, which you should watch. So yeah, it's pretty exciting stuff, and I'm looking forward to getting back in that area because it's a spectacular area, and that's where I'm going to be going tomorrow morning. So I just wanted to get this posted real quick because I've got a huge day in the morning. We're leaving at 6 a.m. and we're flying to the middle of nowhere, and the guys that I'm working with are lovely. I'll talk about that. The company I'm working with, they're kind of very nonchalant because that's just kind of how they are, because this is what they do for a living. But they were a bit vague about whether there's infrastructure, whether they don't. Yeah, I'm sure it's going to be fine, but I don't think I'm going to have any telephone reception. Definitely not. Or satellite internet. Don't think that's going to be up and running yet. It will be eventually, but I think we're just pretty much going to be in a tent, dropped off in the middle of nowhere, and we're going to build a camp. Now I have to say that like my thing that's sort of bugging me quite a lot is that like these guys are all construction guys. They're pad builders. They're going to build these pads, and then we're going to build some timber framed camps, like semi-permanent structures. I think it's probably like plastic roofs or canvas roofs, something like that, and sides. And that's about all we're going to have until I think there's going to be stoves for when it gets a bit colder. But right now, it's definitely getting warmer in this part of the country and getting into their summer. But yeah, these are all construction guys. I'm in charge. I'm the manager, and I haven't got a clue what I'm doing. But yeah, so I'm going to be learning a lot really, really quickly. Luckily, they've paired me up with somebody who's really good. He knows what he's doing inside out, so he's going to kind of show me the ropes. I don't think I'm ever going to be much of a construction buildy, pad builder, timber framing kind of guy, but I'm certainly well out of my depth. But yeah, that's my anxiety right now to a certain extent. But I'm excited and terrified. Like, I just can't wait to get out in nature. That's like the adventure and the wildlife that we're going to come across in one of the most beautiful parts of the world is what this is all about. And I know I'm going to have some stories to tell, and you guys, I hope you stick around and follow my stories. We'll see how much I can upload while I'm there. Like I said, we are going to have satellite internet at some point, but I really don't know how much of it. So it might be, I'm going to be gone in the bush for about a month. So you might not hear from me for about a month and a bit while I get all my footage together. I can get it all edited while I'm there on my laptop. I'm bringing that, obviously. But, and normally, let me give you for a bit of a tour. So normally, this is what I travel with. I usually keep my clothes in here, my laptop, and all my photography stuff, or whatever I'm using with. Now that I've got a camera, I've got another bag for my photography. But I keep all my cables and stuff in here. Oh, and hair wet. And then all my clothes are in there. And that's normally what I travel with. Well, for this job, because I'm going to be in the wilderness in the middle of nowhere, I have had to bring all of this stuff too. And we're talking things that I probably didn't own before. Well, I've got my sleeping bag. I've got a pillow over there. That stripy thing I've just taken off my bed from home. I've got, now this is, well, see, I didn't know what we were going to be able to do and what we're not able to do. So I brought my fishing kit. And I brought one of my collapsible fishing rods. So at least, if there is fishing, I'm going to do it. And I am going to do it. Bug spray, very important. I got my towel there. Got some knee pads because I'm old and I want to look after my knees. Backpack for dig. I brought my exercise equipment. I got my, I don't know if everybody's ever used these before, but they're fantastic. Resistance bands, highly recommend if you're traveling. And then this is most of my work stuff. I got my tripods. I've got a tool belt, my high vis. I had to get a hammer, like not just like a pissy hammer, but like a real kind of professional-ish kind of hammer. Yeah, I had one that people would have laughed at, apparently. Now, I've got like a survival kit, because we're going to be over in the middle of nowhere. Some lighting. I've got a hard hat in here. What else have I got? Oh, I've got work boots. I've got such expensive work boots because you need to have certain kind of work boots, which are very expensive, steel-toed, but also if you step on a nail, they're not that kind of thing. So I've been fairly nervous about meeting new people and people who do construction job and this kind of work all the time, and I'm more of a French Duke, right? So I don't know what I'm doing. But I love it, and I'm happy to learn, and you can get a lot accomplished with a good attitude and hard work, that's me all over. So I thought I'm not gonna bring like a suitcase, so I got these hockey bags. These every Canadian will recognize these straight away, I'm sure. There we go. So I got these 2 hockey bags. I don't even know where I got them from. But yeah, I thought, well, that'll give me some man credibility. And sure enough, when I was checking into this hotel that we're in, one of the guys was like, we used to laugh at the other kids in high school we used to laugh at the other kids in hockey that had the wheelie bags. And I was like, oh, all right, well, that was a fail. I didn't play hockey. I don't know these things. Anyways, so this is a super quick, fast, and easy video because I've basically made it straight away because tomorrow morning I'm, like I said, we're heading out at 6 a.m. and I don't know when I'm going to be in contact again, so I needed to get this up so you guys can at least know about what I'm doing and follow along. I'm pretty excited, but also a bit terrified. There will be wildlife. There will be significant predators and stuff, but I'm sure we'll be fine. And I look forward to seeing them because that is half of what I love doing this for, is the wildlife. It's going to be incredible and quite a special thing. That's me done. Wish me luck. Let's hope I don't get made fun of because of my bad hammer choice or my stupid thing that I didn't even think was an issue. I got the wrong hard hat or something. I don't know. I'm a chef. but no, they well, like I said, I didn't say, but they're they wanted me because they wanted me for my management skills because I've run big operations before, and the camp that we're building is a reasonably sized big camp, so it'll be probably housing up to about 80 people that I've been told. So it's significant. So I'm pretty excited. All right. That's me. I've got to edit this, post it, and then I'm going to get to bed. I got to get up at 6 a.m. So I need to get this on there. So I'll see you guys soon. Wish me luck.